One day, giant ice balls suddenly fell from the sky, shocking everyone and causing widespread panic. People scrambled for shelter as the icy monsters shattered upon impact, leaving icy debris scattered across cities. Scientists hurried to understand this bizarre phenomenon, warning that it could happen again and be even more dangerous. Despite the chaos, humans quickly adapted by developing special protective gear and innovative survival strategies to endure the freezing storms. In a world transformed into a battleground against colossal hail ice balls, each one towering 1,000 times over the average human, cities crumble beneath the relentless assault, leaving behind a staggering death toll. Survivors struggle to comprehend the devastation wrought upon their civilization, grappling with the collapse of infrastructure, loss of life, and the haunting echoes of what once was. As humanity bands together in an unprecedented fight for survival, innovation emerges from the ashes of despair. Makeshift shelters rise amidst the ruins, and communities unite to develop advanced warning systems and protective measures, all fueled by the harrowing memories of lives lost and homes destroyed, igniting a fierce determination to endure against the relentless barrage of ice. With ingenuity ignited by desperation, entire communities devise state-of-the-art shelters and fortified domes, creating safe havens that shine in the faint light of hope. Meanwhile, citizens engage in rigorous training sessions, honing their skills to face the icy monsters looming above, as camaraderie and resilience become the bedrock of their newfound humanity. As colossal hail ice balls rain down with menacing force, each one a harbinger of destruction, chaos ensues as frantic citizens scramble for safety. Yet amidst the calamity, moments of profound sorrow emerge as communities come together to honor those lost, their collective grief binding them tighter in unity against the chilling fate that continues to threaten their existence. In response to the relentless threat posed by the enormous hail ice balls, a dedicated team of scientists and engineers tirelessly analyzes meteorological data, seeking innovative solutions while the spirit of hope flourishes among the populace, as they gather in parks to plant trees and flowers, fostering a sense of renewal and determination against the backdrop of an uncertain future. As cities rise anew from the wreckage, bold protective barriers take form, standing as sentinels against the impending storms, while the innocent hope of children, captured in their heartfelt drawings envisioning a safer tomorrow, reminds humanity of the enduring spirit that fuels their unyielding fight against the relentless wrath of nature. As thunder rolls overhead and shadows deepen, communities brace themselves for yet another onslaught of giant hail ice balls, their expressions a blend of trepidation and unyielding determination. Yet, in the face of despair, acts of kindness flourish as volunteers rally to support the displaced, weaving a fabric of compassion that binds humanity together through the trials unleashed by nature's fury. Amidst the chaos and uncertainty, a beacon of hope emerges as scientists deploy innovative drones to gather critical data on hail patterns, allowing humanity to stay one step ahead. Meanwhile, within the walls of community centers transformed into havens of safety, the laughter of children echoes, reminding everyone that even in the direst circumstances, the spirit of joy and togetherness still thrives. In a reimagined world, giant snowballs 1,000 times the size of humans suddenly rained down from the sky, creating chaos worldwide. The sky darkened as millions of these colossal icy spheres crashed onto cities, forests, and oceans, causing widespread destruction. Civilizations were decimated. Entire urban areas like New York and Tokyo were buried under layers of ice and debris within hours. The death toll soared to over 5 million as buildings collapsed and infrastructure was obliterated without warning. Emergency services were overwhelmed, struggling to rescue survivors trapped beneath the thick layers of snow and wreckage. Governmentally, nations declared states of emergency, but their efforts were hampered by the scale and unpredictability of the disaster. Scientists speculated that the snowballs originated from a mysterious celestial event, perhaps a fragment of a shattered comet. As the climatic chaos ensued, the global climate plummeted, plunging the planet into a deep freeze that lasted for months. Agricultural zones were wiped out, leading to crippling food shortages and mass starvation across continents. Vast oceanic zones froze, destroying marine ecosystems and causing a collapse in global fish populations. Survivors banded together in makeshift communities fortified against future snowball strikes, building walls and domes of ice-resistant material. Innovative thinkers and engineers developed giant, impact-absorbing shields to deflect or break apart future snowballs before they reached inhabited areas. Massive airships and drones patrolled the skies, scanning for incoming snowballs and signaling danger to ground stations. Despite these efforts, over the course of the year, approximately 70% of the human population was lost to the relentless assault. Famine, cold, and despair gripped the remaining pockets of humanity as the world resembled an icy wasteland. In this bleak scenario, a new form of civilization began to emerge, one adapted to the icy new world, underground and self-sustaining. Communities turned to advanced technology, harnessing geothermal energy and recycling resources to survive the brutal winters. Scientists and engineers worked tirelessly to develop artificial suns and heat generators to warm the frozen earth. A glimmer of hope appeared when a team of explorers discovered an unfrozen landmass, rich with resources and capable of sustaining life. The survivors started to rebuild, planting hardy crops in insulated domes and re-establishing communication networks with the outside world. Governments, now fractured and struggling, eventually formed alliances to pool their resources and coordinate efforts for long-term recovery. The death counts, tragic as they were, served as a stark reminder of nature's wrath and humanity's fragility in the face of cosmic phenomena. Despite the devastation, stories of heroism and resilience inspired hope as scattered groups refused to surrender to despair. Some believed that the snowballs were a sign of cosmic retribution, a warning from the universe for humanity's environmental sins. Others saw it as a test, a brutal lesson on the importance of unity, innovation, and respect for nature's power. Gradually, the surviving humanity adapted its worldview, focusing on sustainability, harmony with nature, and preparedness for future cosmic events. The world, though scarred and transformed, held on to hope that one day life could flourish again from the icy ruins. In a world where giant balls of water, each 1,000 times the size of a human, fell from the sky, humanity faced an unprecedented crisis. Cities crumbled under the weight of flooding, millions were displaced, and the death toll soared into the hundreds of thousands as civilizations struggled to adapt. Amidst the chaos, communities banded together, forming alliances to share resources and knowledge about survival. Improvised barriers were constructed to divert water, and engineers devised ways to harness the power of the water for life instead of destruction. As the world adapted, researchers raced against time to develop systems for capturing and purifying the deluge, transforming what was once a harbinger of doom into a potential source of life, while grassroots movements empowered citizens to reclaim their cities from the brink of disaster. As humanity evolved in the face of adversity, hope emerged anew. Children grew up in parks where once chaos reigned, embodying the spirit of resilience and adaptation, and communities thrived under a unified vision to turn their greatest threat into an opportunity for sustainable living.